Today, we're talking about real estate and the problem with real estate and using the 100-pound dog as our illustration. If you have a home for sale and the perfect buyer came to town and was a cash buyer and was going to buy something this weekend and didn't see your property, you would be very upset. And if you're a buyer right now, you've got every property on the list that you think meets your needs, and you have no idea that there's 12 more properties that you had no idea existed. Let me show you what the residential data input sheet looks like for a real estate listing. This is 14 pages of data that sometimes has as many as 40 options to fill out. So where are the problems? How do we illustrate to you, my audience, and what does this have to do with a 100-pound dog? All right, so let's say you're coming to town and you're going to go shopping and you get on MLS, or you have someone get on MLS and you say, hey, I'm coming to town. I'm going shopping. Let's look at homes in Pasco County. Right now, if you look at the bottom left over here, look at my cursor, there's 3,100 houses, which is actually a little bit more than last week. And let's say that you came in. Let's say you came in and you had a small dog, a very small dog. Let's say it's a 10-pound dog. You would go on MLS and you get a list of these homes, and there's 24 properties that will take a 10-pound dog. But wait a minute. Even though a small dog is 16 to 35, you don't have to have a 16 to 35-pound dog. You could still have that same 10-pound dog. Oh, now there's 225 choices if we have a 10-pound dog. And now there's 277 choices. And when we go up to a medium-sized dog. And now we're at 61 to 100 pounds, and we have 331 properties that we can look at if we have a small dog. And then finally, let's get the extra large dogs. The reason you watch this video is about 100-pound dogs. Actually, we're going to use the 101-pound dog illustration to show you what's wrong with the way that we shop for properties if we don't recognize that there's some real idiosyncrasies to computers, to MLS. So there's 121 properties where if you have a great big dog, you can live in that neighborhood. Well, that's not exactly right. Let's do it again. Let's start over. And we're going to go to active. We're going to Pasco. We still have 3,100 houses to look at. Nope, we're back to 3,101. Someone just listed a house. So where else can we look for 101-pound dogs? Well, inside this thing called community features are all these buttons. One of them is deed restrictions. So if we take the houses out of the 3,100 that don't have deed restrictions, there's 2,003 properties that don't have deed restrictions. You know what else they don't have? They don't have pet restrictions either. So an extra large dog of 101 pounds is going to be okay wherever there are no deed restrictions. Now, that's for buyers coming to town and shopping for dogs. Let's give a couple of more examples. Let's say that our buyer is coming to town, they're coming to Pasco County, and they're going shopping. So right now there are 3,101 properties to choose from. Let's just all watch that bottom left. Okay, let's say they want to buy a property between $300 and let's say $350,000, and that brings us to 491 properties. And let's say they want a house. So that brings us down to 253 properties to choose from, right? No, we're going 3 bedrooms. What am I saying? So we're at 3 bedrooms. There's 176 properties to choose from. And you know what? This is not the right way to search. The right way to search is to put a plus. Because if you're paying 300 to 350, you'd be happy to buy a 4. Right now we're at 208. But of that, we just got 30 new houses that weren't on our 3-bedroom list. And the 5-bedroom list, there's 2 properties. Interestingly, a little while ago, there were 3 properties. Now there's only 2 properties between $300,000 and $350,000 that you can buy in Pasco County. But if you had gone to 3 bedrooms, the 176, you put the plus in, and now all of a sudden you have 208 houses to choose from. Let's look at another example of how how you have to talk to MLS and know how to talk to MLS and know how to do a search. Let's say we're going to go search in Pasco County. Now, what I get a lot of people that want single family block homes. The reason they want block homes is because it's weather and tornadoes, which we now have in Pasco County. But let's say a realtor put up there and under exterior construction, they put stucco. Now we have 1,471 stucco homes in Pasco County. And why is that significant? Well, I cheated. I went and looked ahead. Look at this property right here on Howard. Howard shows that it's a stucco home. But people who are getting an email asking for information on block homes wouldn't know. They would have to come over to the property appraiser site and find the building information, and they would see, oh, it's concrete block. That means that this particular home, which is a stucco home, is also a block home. And somehow or another, block is not on there. And the way most people search is by searching for block. And here's a whole bunch of other stuff that we could talk about that give a skewed perception of the home. And let's move down to my next slide. More why, what do you do? I'm Randy Jenkins. I created this content for the purpose of educating my list. This is the recent content that I put out and have videos on. And you can see my YouTube page here. You're probably watching this on Facebook, and you can see those same videos from this location. Hey, I'm Randy Jenkins. I appreciate the opportunity. Wish you the best. Have a great day. Bye.